Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dungeons, Dice, and Dudes, where we take all of those three things, mix them together, and magic happens.
Yeah, baby!
I only say magic because that's like more in theme with D&D. I feel like it should just be shit happens.
Yeah,
that's more
100%
chaos.
I feel like if we had a poster, it would like there'd be like a line through magic and then just shit in like graffiti underneath
We
it.
should get a poster or something.
No, shit and real shit.
Smells like shit.
Lowbrow.
So just a quick thing up top. We are currently joined by Sai via iPad. Say hello, Sai.
Hey everyone, how you doing?
Good, thanks. You alright, yeah?
So if there's any delays or if he sounds like an old man that's lost his way, that's why.
And only that.
No other reason.
Well, if you you like the podcast, but maybe you don't know where specifically you can listen to it other than the platform that you are currently listening to it right now. Sai, where can people find it on all of your incredibly long list, scroll as it were, of sources?
Oh god, yeah, the delay's so bad, otherwise I'd be reading it out for you right now. Oh no, it's just come back to me.
What, the internet?
We are available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Breaker, Castbox, which is formerly SoundCloud, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Stitcher, and Spotify, as well as Anchor as well.
Seamless. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sai, our correspondent out on the field.
I'm doing all the wet work.
Tell me more.
Now, if you prefer a slightly more visual element to this, you could perhaps go to somewhere else. Where would that be, George?
YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
No, search us Dungeons, Dice and Dudes on YouTube and you can watch our entire back catalogue there. It's a hoot.
There you go. If you would also like to join in with us, maybe ask us questions specifically related to characters or plot points, or maybe you just want to see us make shit jokes and memes. Tim, where?
I'm so glad you asked. You can find us on Twitter at Dungeons_dudes. Or if that isn't your thing, if you have a life and go on Instagram instead.
I know.
Hey! I'm not joking.
Shots fired.
You could find Instagram under Dungeons, Dice, and Dudes.
You're only saying that because our Twitter account is just filled with just filth notifications.
Oh, just porn. Straight up porn.
Yeah.
Fans and porn. That's
I
it.
know.
Yeah.
I still have access to that account, and I get like 7 notifications in the morning. I'm like, oh, maybe there's something. No, just that.
Just recommended
Ass.
titties. Yeah.
But where? Which ass and titties?
Most of them.
Now, perhaps none of that is your cup of tea, and you're more of a sophisticated individual, and perhaps more of an intellect. Maybe there's another type of podcast that you could listen to.
Stop false advertising for me. Somebody one day is going to go, do you know what, maybe I am? And they're going to get out some cognac and they'll be like, what the fuck is this British idiot talking about? If you want to listen to... I had planned for that
Nice
outcome. If you want to listen to me talk to a bunch of other people from around the world, talk about D&D, not an actual play, like us idiots, then head to thinkingcritically.co.uk and there is like 60, 70 hours worth of content featuring everybody at the table and also Simon talking about D&D and how it works and the ttrpg universe. So I reckon you should listen to it. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm not afraid to say.
Yeah, I haven't listened to a single one of our podcasts, but I've listened to most of his, and they're
Not even your
pretty
own.
good. What?
You haven't listened to your own episode.
No, I mean like of this. Of the thing that we're recording now, I haven't listened to a single episode.
Oh, well, I don't blame you for that.
Yeah. But yours, a lot of.
At least one.
No, I think I went through a stint of listening to everyone, and I think I got to like 17 or something, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to have to cut this back a little bit, because between that and Critical Role, I don't have enough time in the day.
I'm reading you saying you're putting me on the same level as Critical Role. You heard it here
That
first.
sounds like what
You
you
heard it
There
here
you go.
first.
If ever there was a review to put on your podcast, there you go. And then you've got a thing.
There's
Rob?
some stuff that isn't in the pipeline. Nothing to announce as of yet. But for those that run a game themselves, there will be some homebrew content coming to like the DM's Guild or some such platform. If you want some cool bad guys, if you want some plot points, some fun stuff to run in your game, I'll give you more details when I have them.
Sure.
Just having a little bit of your back, are you?
I was expecting that to go on longer.
So,
Nibble,
at
nibble.
the moment, I'm working on some cool stuff. If you play D&D, or moreover run D&D, you might find it interesting. It may be fun in your game. Hope you like it when it's out.
Now, as we're all UK folk for the most part, you may be aware that we will most likely be going into another lockdown, probably. So there will more than likely be another streamed recording, just as a heads up, something to keep an eye out for as we try and figure out that situation. But hopefully it'll just be one session, I think, that will be affected by that. Hopefully.
We'll see, eh?
We'll see.
Circuit breaker and all that.
We shall see.
Circuit breaker!
Me knowing our luck, we'll be locked down, but
3
at
months
work.
later.
Cool. Well, I think that covers all of the announcements. Sai, out in the jaws of death. Anything to add? You all good?
Yeah, all good.
Touching stuff. All right. So, as always,
Just being at the table.
Aww.
The liveness.
It's nice to have a presence here. If you're not here corporeally, at least we've got you digitally.
I feel like I'm teleconferencing in to my evil corporation, and we're just deciding whose death we're going to make.
lovely stuff. So, as always with these sessions, we will start with a recap of the previous session. So, I said session a lot. I'll say it again. In the last session, the group had set off from Monolum to find an ambush point along the eastern road towards Merchant's Hollow. After Ulrick's childhood friend, Durgob, reached out to him about fighting the Crimson Legion. After some scouting and conversing with a spiritual bear, the group settled on a secluded area and began preparing the area. Hiding the horses, looking for likely camping spots, and attempting to cover their tracks. They lay in wait as a fairly large caravan arrived with various armed soldiers and multiple wagons filled with a fairly large amount of supplies. Seemingly, the convoy hadn't seen them and went about camping for the evening. As night set in, the group prepared to descend. However, Sabine, just in time, managed to notice that some of the group that they were setting upon were slowly creeping up towards herself, Quinn, and the others. A battle then ensued, unfortunately negating their surprise. and the group fought a more organised enemy compared to the various beasts that they have encountered so far. Though the tide began to turn, however, as a large, muscular beast was released through no one's fault.
It was a solid plan.
Yep. And it began to unleash a flurry of blows against Ulrick and Owain, knocking both down. Ulrick, unfortunately, perished as a blade was plunged into his heart.
Perished again.
And Owain bled out from his various injuries after being pummeled into the cliffside. The group managed to use the Revivify spell and 1 diamond to bring Owain back, and were left standing there as Ulrick laid in a puddle of blood with the rain falling. And that is where we pick back up.
Well, shit.
Durglob is... He ran over to Ulrich's corpse, didn't he?
Yes.
His rage subsiding, I believe.
I will not approach entirely, but I will move closer to see what's going on there.
I'm not just gurning, by the way, this is to help with teeth.
Yeah.
It's a bit rude.
Gives
against
you-
orcs,
gives you-
actually.
Orcs have big front teeth. They stick
They
out.
have a bit of an underbite.
Yeah.
Some of them are self-conscious about it, right?
Some of them have got Invisalign.
You got dental?
Ulrick needs braces.
That should be the Chris episode.
The gang goes to the dentist.
Yeah, Sabine would like to head over to Ulrick as well, just see what's happening. And what also is that guy doing that fucking killed Ulrick? Where's he right now?
From what I had listed here, there was in total left 4 soldiers that had surrendered.
Okay.
Yep.
Bind those bad boys up if they haven't been routed.
Sabine's on it. Yeah.
Cool. So you, they don't put up a fuss. Most of them have kind of. There was like a couple that were left a little bit further afield, and most of them have kind of just hands up, slowly walked over to yourselves. After, from their perspective, all they saw was this flash of thunder as like a massive creature's face exploded outwards. So they're a bit like, fuck.
Can I? Yeah. So Sabine will start working on tying them all up.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that I think she saw the one that killed Ulrick.
Yeah.
She wants to straight pistol whip him over the nose with a crossbow, just like that.
Sure.
Yeah. And just intimidate them essentially.
Well, as you do that, just make a general perception check for me.
Okay. That's 17.
17. So as you're kind of like lining these people up and you like smack this one person in the face out of rage, as you kind of like look at him, he's maybe like 20, like quite young, like freshly like buzz cut hair, like seems relatively new to this, and most of the people here, bar probably the ones that Ulysses specifically encountered, all look very like late teens, like early 20s at the very least, or max.
What do we know about the Crimson Legion?
Not a lot. The only person that really has any knowledge is unfortunately lying on the ground. However,
Derby.
given where you're from,
Yeah.
you can make a history check. I'd say it's probably a DC of 20 though, just
Plus
because
9.
you're not from there.
Not good enough. 14.
14. Yeah, because you would have had to have some slight passing near where Ulrick is from, but that's like far north from where you were originally born, so not really had too much encounter or too many encounters with them.
Can I just add to whilst tying them up, trying to pat them down, which I haven't got any concealed shit?
Yeah, sure. Make an investigation check.
Yes, ma'am. 16.
16. Most of them have either already dropped their weapons, so some of them had. I think the majority of these ones had bows. There was probably one that had like just a straight longsword. Sorry, I forgot to go for up. Daggers, well kept, well made. Probably between them a smattering of like probably about 15 gold in like various amounts of change.
I'm keeping all of this, she says to them as she's just like whipping off them.
Yeah, most of them are just kind of like heads down. The one with the brokenness, like,
That's what you fucking get for killing my friend.
I want to, after Sabine's tied them up, wasn't there like a little cave, like a bit that was covered from the elements?
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah, I want to chuck them in there and just keep them out of the elements and in one place together.
So make your way past the corpse of the beast, and then as you kind of come round, as you're getting them sat down, also make a perception check for me.
Oh, okay. That's shit. 3.
3. Never mind.
While that's going on, would I be able to take a look around what's left of the various caravans and see if there's any goods in those?
Yeah, sure. If you're specifically looking into them, investigation.
Ooh, 19 plus 0. 19.
19. Going over, and this will probably take quite some time because they're all quite full, minus the one that's no longer got its occupant in it. There is various supplies of food. There are raw materials such as iron, ore, specifically steel. There is various kind of like bottles of. Some of them look like it could be magical in some essence. Specifically, there's like a leather pouch, and inside are 2 bottles of a familiar red liquid that you've kind of seen everybody use in the past. In one in particular, you find a chest filled, probably about, I don't know, how many, what's that in size for viewers?
Yeah.
A couple of foot?
3 feet.
Yep, and about 2 to 3 feet high as well. It's locked, but it's fucking heavy.
Can I try and break that lock?
Sure. Yeah, make
I imagine Sabine's fine.
make an athletics check.
Yeah, pull with my great sword. That's 19 again.
19. You smash it open. Nothing happens. As you smash it open, though, the contents does somewhat kind of fall out, as just hundreds of gold, platinum just starts to spill out a little bit.
Beautiful. I will.
Wait, I'm there, sorry.
I will grab some of the heavier looking kind of materials like the ore and whatnot and dump that. And kind of lean out and be like, we have a vehicle. We need the horses, but this has plenty of useful material. Durgob, why don't you bring our friend out of the rain and we'll make our way away from here.
Durgob is currently just knelt down next to Ulrick, just staring at his deceased body.
Yeah.
I'm not going near him.
Oh,
Durgob, let's get him out of the rain.
I'll fucking kill them all.
They're almost all dead. The ones that are tied up you can have if you want, but there's no point. The important ones are done.
No, their blood is gonna leak all over this fucking road.
Did we catch the noble dude?
It's like a crop whimpering on the under.
Yeah, I'll get just because you've been the only person that's been near enough to where he was. If you just make a perception check, we'd just go for 10.
10 dead on.
Cool. Yeah, you. As you were fighting the other guy, who was a bit more, seemed more of like a higher rank compared to most of these other people here. When you were fighting him, you did hear the slight sound of someone cowering underneath the front wagon.
So if I'd make my way towards that wagon, look under, is he still there? I'll grab him by the foot and drag him out.
This is not needed. I'm a friend.
And I'll say, Durgob, is this one of any great import?
He's not part of the Legion. I'll give him that.
I'll let go of his leg that I was holding on to.
Thank you.
do you want me to tie him up as well, and we'll leave him with the others?
I think so. Although I suppose if you're putting them all there, there's a significant chance Durgob will just slaughter them wholesale. That's no concern of mine. I'd rather he didn't. They've surrendered. It's not good form to kill prisoners of war.
But what you don't see,
we
you don't
do
have to worry about, right?
No,
I should probably not let him die.
I wouldn't be too keen on it, but I'm not inclined to try and stop him. Side note, there's a chest full of fucking gold.
Oh.
Which is why I suggest we make a hasty retreat.
Okay.
Let's get Durgob and Ulrick and let's get out of here and leave the rest of the horses and the carts and those that remain, and we'll be on our way.
Where we're heading next? Are we going to need the noble guy? Yeah, hold on. Durgob, where are we going next? What is the whole... Sorry, by the way, for Ulrick. He'll come back, it's fine. Did you know he comes back? He's not fully dead.
Do you recall at the tournament?
Oh yeah.
I did think it was a little bit weird that he was walking around.
Yeah, if we give it enough time, he'll return somehow. But
if that puts you off killing these guys, then it might not.
Well, he's still dead, isn't he?
For now.
For the time being.
Well, they killed him then.
But he'll come back.
And we killed a great many of them.
You're saying a lot of words right now. It's really doing me head in.
Okay. Ulrick will come back to life.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
He won't be dead soon.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's correct.
And why aren't we killing them?
Well, question.
Because they've surrendered.
And do we need this one, pointing at the noble guy? Do we need this one for where we're going next? And where are we going next?
If we don't have a plan, we could always head back to Monolum.
I mean, it depends on what Ulrick was wanting to do, but if we want to get on that ship, we kind of need him.
Yes, we were heading home we were heading to the docks anyway, right? He was heading his home.
I mean, this is technically I suppose it would be considered a war crime because they're military of Stonehaven, and he's
I have a feeling
type.
they might be considering their options. They might no longer be military after today's activities, so we wouldn't have to worry too much about that.
As I said, they've surrendered. They've laid down their arms and we've taken them prisoner.
Yes.
I understand you have a bloodlust that you want satiated, but look around. There's corpses of these.
They're beneath you. They don't need. You don't need to worry about them. Let's all just get in the wagon and get out of
and
here.
also, you're.
Please.
I'm not saying that I would assume your bloodlust is sated, but you did a number on that big grey thing. That was a lot of. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I've been sitting on a lot of anger, I guess.
I know I feel better after a good fight. I'm feeling pretty jazzed.
Is this what it's like? Having to talk me down all the time?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I suggest we take the still warm corpse of our friend, chuck it in the wagon with all the gold, and make like a dragon out of hell.
And we're taking the noble guy with us.
If he's of any,
Do you think we need
important?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what we do with the ship, because if we're gonna just try and kill everybody on there,
No.
we don't need him. But if we want to just get on there, yeah, we kind of
Where's
need
the
him.
ship headed?
It's heading back to Stonehaven.
Is that where Ulrick wanted to go? I'm not. Being honest, my understanding is Ulrich's intent was to help you. That was the only thing. He doesn't think terribly far ahead.
Rude.
He wasn't the brightest fire of the pack.
Yeah.
My suggestion would be we have the means of securing a vessel to Stonehaven with the amount of gold that's in the thing, if we need to. Perhaps if we were to head back to Monilum until our friend reawakens, we can then secure ourselves passage, and we'll hold on to this snivelling worm in the meantime.
Well-
Pointing to the noble fellow.
Hey, I'm right here. Come on.
Shut your face.
Shut up.
Okay. Not there yet, that's fine. Okay. Okay. I mean, slight issue is that we've already sent word that we were coming back. If we don't get back, they know something's wrong, and they all come looking for us.
How many more of them are there?
Probably about, not super hot with numbers.
Many.
Yeah, probably like 50.
Well,
It's a big ship, so you know.
Oh, and they're all on the ship.
Well, most of them, yeah, they probably would have spread out a little bit because, you know, the ship's docked, so they don't need to all be on the ship.
Was there anything in the wagon that looked flammable?
Sorry, I just assumed that was a question for me.
Yeah, there was.
It really, jutting your teeth out all the time does a number on your jaw.
Yeah, that's why I do it.
There's probably like, a lot of this is just various materials that you would use for mining. So there's potential like explosives if you knew how to mix them. There's flammable liquids.
It's not my expertise. My thought is if we send word ahead, because if we send one of these surrendered soldiers ahead and just say, "Oh, go on without us," then they'll know something's up.
What if we go there and we say, or we get the noble, and you'll fucking do what we tell you. We say they were attacked on the road. We save them. We get on the boat.
Creature.
We steal it. It's our fucking
If
boat.
there's 50 soldiers
but
aboard the boat.
No, they might not all be on the boat.
Since I knew that Ulrick was here, I've kind of been thinking about this a little bit, right? And is he alright? He looks a little bit pale.
Oh,
He's
You look over and Owen's kind of like just slumped like against a rock and just kind of holding himself up with his hammer, but he's clearly conscious.
yeah,
that's
that's
not necessarily well. He's recently returned from the other side as well.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, we could maybe make like a distraction and then we sneak onto the ship. I mean, I don't know if any of you have got sea legs on you, but we could probably sail it with... Yeah, maybe.
I don't have a great deal of experience on.
Oh, that's all right, you know, you're strong, you could do stuff. You look bookish,
yes,
so you could probably navigate or something.
perhaps.
I'm here.
No, I don't know what you could do.
This is a Red Legion ship, is it?
Crimson Legion.
Excuse me. Sorry. My lexicon has failed me this eve. the weariness of the fighters.
Yeah, it's a Crimson Legion ship. It's like a scout ship, but you know he's one of the council members, so they sent a lot of us with him.
Well,
Is that the only ship that's going to Stonehaven?
I mean, there might be other ships.
either
Sack
way,
that ship off.
either way, we've attacked their convoy and killed their men, so they're not going to be very friendly to us, whatever happens next.
No, but no one needs to know it's us, so that's fine. I'm not too concerned around that.
Yeah, we could lie.
Yes, easily.
Okay.
So we.
I'd rather not get on the Crimson Legion ship for obvious reasons.
Yeah, we've just had a pretty significant fight with some of their mates, and a lot of them are dead, and a few of them are shivering under a rock.
Fucking crushed that one's skull.
Did.
Blimey.
It was a glorious display of strength.
Oh, fucking hell. I've not seen a head burst like that in a while.
Nor have I.
Fun though.
It's something you never quite get used to, I find.
Oh no, I've been used to it for a while now.
Okay.
Yeah.
May I suggest then we use our gotten gains here, pointing to the wagon full of gold, and just say we just purchase passage on a different ship and let bygones be bygones, and gesture to the 4 petrified souls tied up.
There's another port nearby.
Not near here. The next closest one would be back down in Bright Shade.
So we're okay.
We head there. The Crimson Legion were attacked by the wilderness, as
Well,
is...
we know there's something nearby.
Indeed. It is what it is.
That actually gives me pause. We shouldn't leave these men here because we would almost certainly be leaving them to their deaths.
Exactly, so we might as well just kill
No,
them.
they've got wagons. They came in with 4
No.
or 5 wagons.
There's something. We're on the cusp of the plains.
Zanik.
Zanik, yeah, the Zanik. There's a lot here that is incredibly dangerous.
Well, look, how about we quickly go on Monty, get our cart back, fill it up with our goods.
Leave them with everything and let
May-
them leave at their own
Maybe
volition.
we scuttle a few of their horses just so they can't just beat us to the next place and warn the Crimson Legion.
Tell
Maybe-
them to pretend this never happened, and we'll be on our merry way.
It's a lot of maybe.
I have an idea. I'm gonna come up and say, do you have any spells that don't really do a great deal but look quite impressive?
Oh, they're looking real squishy.
I'm
Even prestidigitation.
just stroking his axe on the side of the youngest one's head, just like, oh.
He's not a nonce.
Okay, alright, yeah, okay.
Yes, I'm full of knowledge currently. So.
There's nothing that needs any real effect, just something that looks flashy. Would you mind following me?
Absolutely.
And I'll stride over to the captured soldiers and looking as tall and menacing as I can, kind of sword over my shoulder, to say, now, we've done well to ensure that you boys yet live. You still draw breath at our mercy.
Yeah.
A word of this
Oh.
encounter reaches your superiors, and my comrade here will see to it that from a vast distance you're snuffed out like a flame in this very rain.
I cast fly on myself. I want to do like a storm, like an X-Men thing, and just start like rising up ominously above them. So that's fly. In fact, I tap him on the shoulder and we both just start flying.
Sick.
Sword out behind me, one hand in front of me, just glaring down at them.
And then I fucking misty step behind him, like, but I want to appear like whispering in their ear, floating behind them, and then just say, "Capiche?"
Yeah, well, either both make intimidation checks or one makes it with advantage.
My intimidation is +4.
Yeah, we'll just do it.
I'll go
15 because they're all quite young.
2 3s.
But wait.
There's more! This one's a screamer!
I'm going to chronal shift that to further add to the...
Sorry.
I just do some magic shit and turn back time.
So that means he can roll again.
Yeah. My internet's fucking up, but yeah, he can
If
reroll.
you want to remove the advantage, because
I think
of
it becomes just a straight roll
Okay.
because it's just
Come on, baby.
triple advantage.
Oh, 5, 9.
9. So I actually forgot that one of these soldiers is the last one that you were fighting, who was like more of a, not quite to the level of the first man that you were fighting,
But
but
he was more advanced.
yeah, and as the others are they're still not loving this, still kind of shaking. He kind of straightens his back up from his knees, like, we are the Crimson Legion, and we fight for what is right in Stonehaven.
I will float towards him and hold my sword beneath his chin. So, do you wish to die a dishonourable death, soldier?
If it means not lying to my country and my men, yes.
Oh, fuck off.
Okay.
I can't kill him. I can't kill him in cold blood. My friend can. Durgob!
I mean, even at this point, Quinn's tempted to shank the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Comes over, like axe dragging along the floor behind him.
I'll say, I tried.
I'm killing them all!
I can't.
Definitely that one.
Yeah, start with this.
And he just like swings it up, brings it down, and like bisects the fucking guy.
I was about to explain. As he's doing this, I was like, I can't guarantee their silence.
Just blood.
While I'm torn on what to do, perhaps your influence may convince them to. Well, he won't say anything.
I'm killing the rest. And the other's like,
I don't think it necessary somehow. And
Yeah,
just
I
kind
don't
of like look at the rest of them like.
I mean, you can't see urine because you're all soaked. You can definitely smell leak.
Yeah,
I want to fly over and whisper in all of their ears. The way this is like 3 remaining, 2 remaining,
3.
3.
and just whisper to them all as a group and just say, you might want to consider perhaps a change in career after today is perhaps the most prudent choice.
I'll become a farmer.
A lot of money. It'd be wise.
Thank you.
And I'll head over to the wagon and take 2 gold pieces for each of them and put them in their pockets and be like,
So we kill one, but we're giving the others money.
so that they have a means of finding their way in the world without
Oh, I
starving.
don't know why Ulrick's hanging out with you lot.
We're a good influence on him. At least we try to be.
Are we gonna get rid of some of their horses now? Just to, slow any.
I don't think we need to. We don't have to add animal manslaughter to
Oh, I was just gonna let them go. I'm not. Gee, fucking hell.
There's plenty of
I'm bad, but.
bloodletting them.
I'm not about killing animals.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
we have
Fuck's
plenty of
sake.
Yeah, that was my miscommunication. It's been a long day.
Yeah. So, do you want me to release some of them and
not murder them.
and not murder them?
I think the 3 can be relied upon for their discretion.
I believe so. I think we're good to go.
And they're bringing this one with us, pointing at Noble.
Yes.
For now.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna search him by the way.
Okay.
Frisk him.
the shit
Roll
out
an
of
investigation check.
First year.
We can fly for like another hour, by the way. So just make the most of it, man.
24.
24.
Fly now.
On him, you find 20 platinum, just in like a very nice embroidered coin purse, and in like a sealed tube on the back of his belt is like a scroll case.
Did anybody see the gold or the platinum? Sorry, these not.
No, nobody's really inspected
Sabine's pocketing
him or the main captain.
But the scroll, can she understand it at all?
I mean, there's nothing written on the casing of it.
Giving it to Quinn.
Everybody comes crawling back to Quinn when you need something.
I found this on the noble guy, so.
I'm still like a foot off the floor just to
I found this
purposes.
With
Hey, Quinn.
Proper Magneto, just like.
that in mind, I'm going to fly back to our horses.
Would I have seen Ulysses be when you were talking about like there's creatures here that are going to kill these guys? Are you scared about these creatures? Like, are we in danger?
You would have inferred that I wasn't particularly comfortable staying around there. I would have been quite clear. I don't know if I would have.
You're not pissing yourself, but yeah.
Let me see. 19 deception. I guess it would. I suppose deception would be trying to hide my actual.
100%.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, like I don't particularly want to stick around, but I don't see that.
Well, I'll take the scroll case and fly up maybe like 40 foot, like a meerkat, just to be.
Okay.
UAV online.
So you're
Clips everywhere.
so you're doing that. You're heading to get the horses. You're
Not scuttling their horses. No.
No, again, if we. I'm not particularly comfortable with leaving them stranded.
We'll keep them bound, right?
Give it time.
For the time being.
So we don't have to release them. We can leave and leave them tied
I
up,
do, but
and they can figure it out.
Even so, like that's a death sentence.
Really?
But I wouldn't have said that. I think I briefly said that, but like, I was like, we can't leave them as they are.
Yeah. Sabine's just going to keep checking that their binds are all really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's doing.
not going to look over anything else in the area.
Oh, well, if the cart's already been checked.
Carts have been gone over. There's only the lead captain that hasn't been checked yet. I think all the other bodies have been.
Oh, yeah, no, straight up. I'll search all the other bodies.
Investigation check from you. Perception check from Quinn. Perception check for you because it is pitch black and you're just flying roughly in the way that you remember being.
I only got one, but probably because I'm looking at the scroll.
You
I'm just rotating,
like,
but just looking.
I'm going to keep an eye out for this scroll.
What's the deal with this?
Investigation.
Yep.
16.
16. Okay.
12.
12.
I would say if I can't spot them quickly, I know there are other horses nearby that we can nab, so I wouldn't stick around too long.
Yeah, you fly roughly in the direction and to where you think about where it would have been, and you just see kind of like shrubbery and a few spattered trees. You do see, however, maybe about 200 feet further north, a fairly large creature with faint bits of blue light around it, just kind of slowly making its way
towards us.
Yeah.
I will double speed, like action move, like move and then action dash back, and as soon as the campsite kind of comes into view, shouting without shouting, be like, we have to go, we have to go.
Okay, am I letting these guys go?
Yep.
It would easily take quite a few turns for it to get here, but you.
I'm aware
It's
it's on
coming.
its way. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to go. Do we have his body on the?
Durgob, like just one arm over the shoulder, picks up Ulrick, which is fairly impressive. He's not a light boy.
Are there horses nearby that these guys would have had?
So each wagon, so it was only the front one that didn't have anything in it. The middle two had all of the supplies and stuff, and then the last one is what had the creature in it. Between the weight of you lot and the weight of the chest, you would not all be able to fit on one wagon. You would need at least two.
We need you.
Let's take a couple.
Yeah,
There's only 3 of them left. They can
figure out the last one. Yeah.
Just letting you know from like a weight standpoint.
Yeah.
Cool.
Between Durgob,
we would
Ulrick,
dump,
and the
we would dump
Gull.
like the ore, the pickaxes, whatever is large, we'll dump out. That would add extra weight because we don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, we'll keep the gold.
The gold we
And
want,
the
the potions
potions.
and stuff we want.
Yep. So you pick up the potions. It's primarily, there's like a little bit of gold in there, but it's primarily gold, steel, and iron ore. So you can kind of take as much or as little as you want. And then there's some explosive stuff if you want to take it, but it's up to you guys whether or not that is something that you would find useful.
Is it stuff that's like prepared that can be like set to blow in a moment's notice? It's not my strong suit necessarily.
I would say just at a general glance, you're not 100% sure if it's something that you can just like package and chuck and it's ready to go, or if it needs further treatment. But
Okay.
it's there.
I said keep it.
We'll hold on to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sabine's gonna cut the bonds of the soldiers that are left over. Remember what they fucking said. Yeah?
Farming life.
It's alright.
Run.
Okay.
And yeah, we can loose them some horses as well.
It depends how many are about. Because we probably need
Was
two per cart.
Are there 2 horses with the one that had the creature in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just cut them away, cut the horses away from the cart and go, these are yours.
There's like 8 horses in total.
Yeah, it's loads of horses.
Yeah, these are yours. Go.
Yes. Salute you in a weird way.
Don't do that.
Okay. Are we ready? We
What's the scroll?
So,
I'm just looking at this.
yeah, so whilst you're up in the sky, ignoring your surroundings,
Is it in a tube? Like
it's in like a golden, like embroidered casing. You have to like twist either end to like open it.
Yeah, what is it?
It is a scroll of Leon's tiny hut.
Oh, very handy. Okay, cool.
Somewhat of a backup in case something happened. Yeah.
One last thing. Before we, 16 on the investigation.
You find a very nice longsword, kind of like encrusted with like almost like an emerald in the handle, with the pommel, and you find a very intricate kind of curved dagger, kind of black metal, with this kind of fine like red embroidery of almost like a thorny like rose stem, like circling around the handle.
Yeah, keep those.
Cool.
I ditched the tube, by the way. Just throw it.
Just yeet it.
I'm like 40 foot up, so if it falls on one of those little free scrubs running away, then for comedic effect, then
Tell you what. We go 5 or lower. It hits one of these lot. If it's a 10 to a 6, it kills a horse.
No, kills a horse. I'm only 40 foot high.
Just turn on lost it. Straight for the horse.
I'll fit it for the bricks.
Hits a horse. Anything higher than a 10, it hits one of them.
18.
18. Yeah.
Oh, I just want him to be like a comic book. Donk, and he's got a big bump on his head.
Yeah, as they're like starting to like ride away.
Yeah, exactly.
As one of them just gets absolutely caned in the back of the head, because this is like a golden metal tube.
God,
it just pelts him in the head.
Too ostentatious. Apologies. Don't tell anyone about us.
Quinn, we need to go.
Yes.
Faster! They're attacking us.
Wayne, are you well enough to get up?
Yeah, I'll volunteer myself to pilot one of the carts as well. I just want to have like a quick glance at the nobleman, see if he's anyone I might recognise.
Sure, make well, actually, to be fair, you have already met this man.
Oh.
You've all met him outside of the Colosseum. I think it's when you first...
Yeah.
It's when Durgob hit Ulrick.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So
He's friend of the
not
king.
Yeah, okay.
Well, seemingly friend of the king.
It's connected. Yeah. Yeah, chuck him in the back of...
Oh, okay, watch the friends.
Probably the one without the gold.
Okay. Who am I sat What am I sitting with?
On the floor.
Is
I mean, there's okay.
The big guy will kill you if we ask him to.
Just in the other car with Durgob's body, it's just Ulrich's body, Durgob standing there just staring at him.
before we ride off?
Yep, I was just going to say, so yeah, Durgob still mad dogging the political figure.
Yeah. The carts don't have like
Cars.
Crimson Legion Co on the side or anything. Like, we're not going to ride into this town clearly brandishing their shields.
No, though just the wood on them is slightly darker anyway, somewhat from the rain, but also it's just a slightly darker wood in general. Though Durgob does have, where most of them had like a tabard, he had one that was kind of like hanging off of his belt line. But that's about it, easily.
Spin just goes, we probably should have stole their outfits. Anyway, let's go.
The thought crossed my mind as well, but we're getting another ship now, so if we want to distance ourselves.
I can disguise self as well.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got
sharp.
so you've got Durgob and Ulrick in one wagon. You've got the coins and whatnot in the other wagon. What is the setup?
I'll be aboard Monty between the two.
And the coins in the back wagon.
Yeah.
I'll be in the back, keeping a lookout behind us.
With Monty, I can whistle and he'll.
Come on, go in the front, and we can. Oh no, because we've used this in. We've used this in stuff.
Yeah, but that's fine. I can cast a message.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
I just don't want to be with Durgob.
The sending stone would reset the following day anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll be in the back one.
Right, I'm in the front now.
You're in the front. Owain, whereabouts are you?
He's on the back with me.
I'm doing one of the horses.
What? Sorry. Oh.
Nice.
Could you roll an animal handling check?
I'm driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
I drive.
You need to roll an animal handling.
I can do that. It's 13.
Yeah, 13's that's okay. It's a decent enough roll. Okay, so you start making your way off. Pushing further along through this little kind of enclave, and as you kind of like, you in particular, Sabine, as you're looking back, there is just a mess of bodies of people with Crimson Legion armor and symbolism. But yeah,
There is a giant beast on its way down there, so mayhap they will all be collected by this creature.
Yeah. Here's hoping, right?
If I may make a request, where are we headed? Are we going to Monolum first?
No,
So
we're
see-
going straight to the harbour haven.
Get a fresh boat.
Okay. All I was going to say is that I have unfinished business with the thing that's making its way to the scene of the crime, and if we weren't somewhat taxed from the previous fight, I would ask for your aid in felling it. But I suppose now is not the time to settle grudges.
No, but I'm sure Ulrick would be happy enough to support one of his factors. Yeah, so
Where are you sat? Because I might not be able to. If we're already riding, I might not be.
I'm along, like I'm on Monty. So
Oh, you're
I'm
on
on
Monty,
sides.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
so you've got Owain driving the front cart with Quinn and the orcs. Are you just riding?
with them, mate.
Do you want to be?
Someone has to be.
Okay.
I'll babysit.
I mean, because someone's got to ride or drive the rear
Oh.
cart.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Quinn don't drive. So Quinn don't drive.
Guess that's me then.
Yeah, just a 10.
Oh yeah, it's 15.
There you go. Yeah, fine.
Plus one to it.
50, baby.
Yeah, you guys are kind of getting a little bit more familiar with actually handling horses and the like. Though at this point, just as a quick point, most of you are somewhat wrecked. Owain, I would imagine you're still fairly low, or did you heal yourself? I think you used lay on
I
hands.
got up to 16.
Okay.
I think that was with the help of some spells.
Yeah.
Spell.
So somewhat, a lot of you are kind of somewhat tapped. It's probably about half 10 at night, so it's still pretty late. And Owain, as you're kind of leading the way of this small caravan, you can see what appears to be a slowly emerging woods ahead of you.
Okay. Can I just do a quick scan to see if anything stands out and see if the path can continue through the woods?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Cool. That's just a 7.
A 7. I mean, the road does seem like it continues on, but it just appears to be due to the low light, because there is some moonlight coming through, but not a tremendous amount, and plus the heavy rainfall is somewhat obscuring your vision. It just appears to be just like a mass of blackened trees ahead of you.
Okay. I think I've got a torch in. Oh wait, did you say it was raining?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll just carry on rather cautiously. And who's in the carriage behind me?
In the carriage behind you, or in the wagon that you're driving?
Sorry, in the wagon.
Durgob and Ulrick's corpse.
Okay, well, I just called back. Fucking hell, sorry. I just called back to whoever's in there, just to give them a heads up that we're about to enter the woods and to pass it on down the line if they're able to.
Okay. I headed into some woods.
With that, I'd ride up to meet Owain's kind of pace. What would you say? Do you think it's perhaps worth finding somewhere off the road to camp? As long as we've made distance from the mess we left, I feel we may be okay.
Yeah, how far away are we?
You've only travelled maybe about an hour or so, because the kind of valley that you guys were in kind of descended a little bit, and now you've kind of risen up a little bit, and now that you've gotten a little bit of distance, you can now see the emerging trees.
Yeah, I'd say, best to do it now than get into the forest before someone gets the jump on us.
Perhaps we make a short distance into the trees to, obscure us from the road.
Yep.
Let's do that.
So you push a little bit deeper into the forest, not a tremendous amount. By the time you guys kind of pull off the road, you can still faintly see the kind of the ending of the tree line before it starts to kind of thin out a little bit. It's still a fairly well travelled road, but between the low light, the rain, and just the general kind of gloominess of this forest, it's not the nicest of locales, but
Am I in the back with the noble? Is that I'm trying to work out? I think it's just me and him back in it.
I guess
Because
The
we've
gold?
got Owain,
Yeah.
then Ulrick, Deb, Gob, you in the middle, you're riding, which means that it's just me and the noble in the back of the second one.
who you made sit on the floor.
Yeah. it's like where my feet would be. He's in the way.
Pretty much,
It's like a.
They're fairly wide. There's enough room that if both of you were to sit with your legs in front of you, there'd be maybe a foot of space.
Okay. Do you want to maybe sit on the bench now?
You're not going to push me back onto the floor or anything like that, are you?
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, seem quite amenable compared to the rest of your friends. He kind of gets up and kind of brushes himself off a little bit and sits down, even though soaking wet.
I mean, I'd suggest getting back on the floor the moment we stop.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So you're educated man?
That's spicy a little bit.
What's spicy? You had a snack?
Yes.
Have you got snacks?
No, not
I'm kind of hungry.
I don't care.
That's a little.
What's your name?
Silas. Yeah.
And what is your role in this affair that we found ourselves in?
I mean, in the affair of you attacking my guard and killing most of my men,
Yes.
kidnapping me.
Well, we're taking you to your destination, so kidnapping is a matter of opinion. We could leave. Do you wish to depart our services here? We could leave you.
It's kind of a tough choice.
What's your profession?
My profession? Well, I am the master of trade for Stonehaven. Yes.
The
Yeah.
businessman.
Learn it. Hoping that you and me could maybe,
Sabine patted him down, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's where
yeah.
the scroll came from, and
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
something else that you did not find.
Fine, that's fine. I don't care. But she would have done
No,
it.
as in like the platinum that you
Oh,
found.
yeah.
But she would have done a weapons check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll cut him loose. It's just his hands. With a dagger I've probably got knocking around somewhere.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've got very soft skin.
I think we had the opportunity to talk, so we perhaps might.
Oh,
You might be a useful person to know.
Can I hear any of this, by the way?
I'm not actually being quiet. So you could probably.
yeah. I mean, even though the rain sounds like it stopped, it hasn't. Actually, you're kind of going into the forest, so I'll switch over to this one, which is ever so slightly different.
But there's trees.
Trees.
You can't really-
Trees with the rain.
Yeah. I mean, what is it that you wanted to talk about? I feel like I'm kind of at the end of a sword.
There is at least 2 or 3 people that will kill you at a moment's notice.
That's doesn't do much for the heart, but good to know.
What doesn't kill you, as they say.
I suppose it leaves you with grievous scars, health conditions, all sorts, really.
Indeed. I'm sitting, floating 2 inches off the bench.
I feel like you've got one hand on just to keep yourself at the same pace as it.
We don't have to do the whole discussion. I just want to make small talk with the man. I want to get to know him. Use some of this time of the journey to build a rapport, just in case we need to leverage that rapport at some point in the future.
Okay, I'd say just make a general charisma check.
$13.
13. Okay, I mean, yep. His last name is Maschetti, so Silas Maschetti. As I said, master of trade for Stonehaven. He is one of the council members. He has an interest in magic, though does not practice it himself. And yeah, as far as he was concerned, he was being escorted by the Crimson Legion as a way of kind of reaching out to Monolum, as they were one of the biggest exports of kind of rare materials when it comes to crafting, and was merely just there to kind of this was a big event, and so a lot of kind of political envoys were sent out.
Yeah, not moving and shaking.
Yeah, schmoozing.
What of trade?
Schmoozing.
What of trade? Sorry.
Master of trade.
For what council?
Let me find that.
And the Crimson Legion are just mercenaries, right?
Uh,
Paying them to protect him. He hasn't got any ties on them.
not
Military.
exactly.
That's the only thing I'd want to
Just trying to.
wriggle a bit more into the nature of the relationship.
Just trying to.
But you're like putting that being secret means you can hear as much or as little as you so choose.
So be more listening where she can, yeah.
You got nothing else to do.
I'll keep your eyes on the road. What's going on? Gold everywhere.
Slowly
shit,
like a different part.
Here we go again.
Back down
Go back to
south.
Monologue. How the fuck do we get in?
I'll try and find more notes about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But the gist of it is, and this is somewhat tied into some information that you would know about Stonehaven yourself, that the king that originally ruled Stonehaven actually turned out to be at some point replaced with a green dragon. There was a war as they were kind of lashing out against other nations, and there was a naval assault against Stonehaven, which resulted in the death of the dragon. But that left Stonehaven severely weakened, and a few higher-ups, nobles, kind of banded together to try and raise Stonehaven out of the ashes, but struggled, and that is where the Crimson Legion came in as almost like a private military force that offered
PMC.
that offered their services in exchange for money and just good faith of where they were procuring certain stuff.
Okay, cool. That's good. That's perfect. That's what I wanted to find out in that trip is a little bit more the nature of their relationship between them all. So that's good.
So for him, he's just like, yeah, they're good dudes.
All I'll say then, and then we can move on. Apologies. Is I will add when he says that they're good dudes. I was like, oh well, the reason my two companions in the other cart were so vehemently against them is that they did massacre their entire tribe many moons ago. In cold blood, as I am to know.
I mean, it's a bit weird.
Weird
I just mean
one word.
I just mean that Durgob he's been serving with them for quite some time. He's always seemed quite nice for a half-orc. And your Ulrick friend, I mean, I can't say I've ever heard of him, but
Not many people have, and sometimes I wish I hadn't.
Oh, we've all got those friends.
Indeed.
I'll just fucking die again.
If there's any time to talk about you behind your back, it's when you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
It's the safest time to do it.
Next snap.
I'll just say, can I, in this conversation, can I get a beating for how sincere he's being? Like how...
Sure, make an insight
seeing
check.
as I've like...
Yeah, you've been talking for like a good 20 minutes or so.
This is building to something. 22. Ooh.
22. The information that he is giving you, whilst he is somewhat apprehensive, given that you are pretty much complete strangers and only briefly met you once, seems to be giving as much correct information as he can without telling you too much that could affect Stonehaven.
All I'll say is, with regards to God, you mentioned he was part of the Crimson Legion. Was there any? Did you ever notice any signs of dissent? Any signs of not being happy with the status quo?
Well,
or has he always towed the line?
He's always seemed quite gruff.
How quickly did he rise through the ranks?
Oh, it's a weird one because most of the half-orcs, there's a couple of full-blooded orcs, but you don't see them too much. They're a different rank. They're different to most of the other Crimson Legion. They have special symbols to dictate what they're capable of, but yeah, he's definitely one of the better ones. He normally goes on this. I mean, he wouldn't be with me if he wasn't good at his job.
Thank you, Silas. And then
What is your name?
Oh, doesn't matter.
That's a weird name. Okay. Okay,
It doesn't matter.
It's hyphenated, there's heritage.
So you bump off the road, and whoever would like to try and make camp, either 2 people make a check or 1 person makes it with advantage. Just a survival check for just how comfortable it is.
I mean, I can roll, but if anyone's more capable than I am,
Do we know how long it is until
I'm +4 to survival.
Sure.
And he did sort out the horses and stuff
Oh,
before,
plus,
so that doesn't
I'm
make
a
sense.
+0, so
So yeah, so someone can help Owain, and he can roll with advantage.
I'll help.
Yep.
I'm not leading the charge.
Yeah.
Typically the following day,
Shit, sauce.
That's what I do.
but it's
Getting there.
like at this point now you're like
Okay.
11:30 at night,
Okay.
almost midnight.
Okay, if people are, while they're out looking, especially if Owain's out of earshot, and actually good Ulysses as well for that matter, I'll speak to you then, Sabine,
Yeah.
and say, do we need to be careful when he wakes up, or are we
Well, we've always kind of, recently taken the precaution of locking him up so I could, fashion something to keep him restrained. It wouldn't be for long, but at least if we need to make a distance from him, that might help. Are there
perhaps
any?
that's prudent.
Yeah. Are there any like chains or anything from that creature that were wrong cart? We left that cart, right? So there wouldn't be anything. That's fine. Yeah.
At this point, other than just like any rope that you might have on you,
I've got rope.
I mean, as long as you're marking it off.
Perhaps
You've
you
used it a
perhaps you
couple
put him in the
times.
care of Debbie, maybe, and leave the 2 of them
Yeah.
in
That's a
their
great
own
shout.
area of the encampment, and they can look after each other.
So we'll give him a heads up. Just to let you know, when Ulrick comes round, he might be a little bit pissed. So if you could, watch over him, that would be great.
Pissed? Why would he be pissed?
Just, when you died and you come back, you're like not in a good way and might
I
get-
mean, I wouldn't know. I've never died.
No, I've only seen what he's like when he comes back. So just if you could look after him, that would be really great.
I mean, okay.
Perfect. Look at that. Never do
You're
that.
being weird. Why being weird?
No, not at all.
Kind of like leans on his axe a little bit. You trying to hide something from me?
No. Do we roll a deception?
Sure.
Are you trying to hide something from me, Ori?
I don't know.
I mean, are you trying to omit information from Durgar?
No, I'd tell him straight up if he wants to know. If he asks.
Well, yeah. If you're not hiding anything, then
Fuck no,
just make a persuasion check instead. Then.
Okay, yeah, cool. Natural 20! It's my yeet! Yeah, +9. No, not +9. +7. 27 total.
Damn.
Right. I guess I'll just keep an eye on his body.
We just think it would be best if he woke up with and saw you as his old friend. So it's
Yeah, at least he knows like our ambush worked out, right?
indeed, indeed.
I like you.
You don't?
No, you got a real kind of softness about you.
Well,
Ulrick and him are really good friends.
yes, we get on very well. And you were lucky, sir, that a friend of Ulrick is a friend of mine.
Again.
You alright, mate? You sure you want to do this?
You two, but you come back.
Billy
He's got his
Dickbox
head
over
back
here.
himself.
I'm looking over my back.
Oh, okay, I'll look after him. Jesus, bunch of weirdos. He just kind of slumps on the ground with the axe and just kind of sits with his knees crossed, just at the just above Ulrich's head.
If he turns away to do that, the moment he does, I put one hand on Sabine. I'm going to crawl out my bedroom on Sabine.
Owain, how did we do on building a camp?
Yeah, I got a 20.
20, nice.
baby.
So, as I don't necessarily think many of you have got camping supplies specifically, You, Owain, do manage to find a bit more of a sheltered area where the canopy is a little bit thicker. And yeah, it's a bit more comfortable. Not too many rocks. A little bit covered from the road, though you can still see it from your distance. Yeah.
Can I rifle through some of the supplies that were left over in the wagons just to see if there's like any food that I can try and rustle up?
Yeah, there is actually plenty of food. Various meats. There's some venison. There's some rabbit. There's a lot of ale.
Okay.
But yeah, plenty to make. It's a lot of, for lack of a better term, a lot of like northern type food.
Fuck yeah.
Very hearty.
Jesus.
It's like Gregson.
Yeah.
It's just a bakery, guys.
Tatties for everyone.
There you go.
And I like to think because there was such a high roll, fashioned some sort of beer sauce for the meat.
Do you know what? Sure. Why not?
Beer sauce. I'm missing out on beer sauce. Fucking hell.
Something's got to have some cost of dye in it.
I mean, even if you were alive, you wouldn't taste it. It would taste like ash.
Oh, that's true. I taste nothing.
Yeah, you can't taste, you can't smell.
Man, he's got a real.
What sad little life, Jane.
Yeah, we've got to sort out his story ASAP.
Yeah. Come back
perfect.
up pretty soon.
So you all camp up, you all start resting, unless there is anything else that anybody else wants to do. You've got that dagger,
Oh yeah.
if
Can
you
I
want to.
try and figure out what it is?
The only way that you could do that is if you were to try to attune to it.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. That would.
Yeah?
It's a death dagger.
another way to do it.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to share that with.
I would
Yes.
probably
I don't
speak
know
to you
how.
and be like, "You're good with numbers, so do you want to count how much gold that is?" And also, side note, what is this? Does it have any kind of properties at all?
I'll find out for you, given the time.
Yeet. There we go.
Would I have seen the sword that's being picked up?
You keep the sword?
The
longsword?
I would probably know. I have no real use for that. Like, it's not my kind of bag.
So
So
I'd
I
certainly be curious
I
to learn
would-
more about that.
My
Did you
back.
bring it or did you leave it?
No, I took it.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I would be like. I'd go to the both of you and Elaine, and be like, I don't know who wants this, but it's not for me. And then just
Oh,
go on.
pick it up
Yeah.
immediately. And say, oh wait, you have no use of a blade of this poor quality, surely.
He says as it glistens.
My thing.
Wonderful. And I'll flip it so like it's a hillside, and I'll say, Quinn.
Carrying all these like pointed weapons. Add it to the pile.
Would I have a scabbard of some kind that I could slip it into?
We'll just assume that you picked up the scabbard that the like headless captain had.
Well, I
What a
kind of
shame.
admire the was it a sapphire? You said it was a
Emerald.
emerald. I admire the kind of gem at the top of it. It looks a little bit like my greatsword. Does it have any arcane properties?
Give me some moments and I'll get back to you. I'll spend the next 20 minutes ritually casting Identify twice on the dagger and the sword.
Cool. So the dagger. Let me just find where is it?
Whenever you stab someone with it, a balcony instantly appears to throw the body off.
The dagger is the
Flat ground.
blood rot dagger.
Blood rot.
And I'll just send you this. I'll send it to
Okay.
you.
Again, bear in mind, Identify doesn't reveal any naughty stuff. It only reveals the good stuff of a magical weapon.
Yep.
Oh.
Don't worry.
You can crop if you need to.
Already done. Right. Oh, you don't have a bloody iPhone.
No, it's not a sheep. Nah, it's just don't work. WhatsApp it to me.
I've done it. So that's that one to you. The sword. The sword itself is just a +1 longsword.
Cool.
Though the emerald is a stone of rejuvenation,
Awesome.
which just once around gives you 1d10 hit points back.
Once per round.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. But it only once you use that you have to like. It's like got 1d4 charges. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Excuse me.
Cool.
Okay, in which case then I will pass after my first 10 minutes are up and pass this dagger back to you and say this is a very useful dagger, but it does require a little bit of a sacrifice of your own if you wish to use it. Only a minor amount of blood.
Just a quick one. Sabine, as you do give Quinn the dagger, there's a little part of you that kind of just thinks, why is he touching my stuff?
Okay.
But that's it's literally, it's like a fleeting feeling.
Get back. Get back.
Only go a little words.
Deja vu. Yes, so I was just say you need to make a little bit of a nick, but then it's all yours, and you'll have some benefits from it.
It's me just playing it all the evening, just like flipping it around and shit. But
You do you attune to it or do you hold fire?
yeah, she attunes to it.
Okay.
I don't see any reason why not.
Let's go for it.
Um,
Following morning just fully looks like Gollum. The following morning with the hair. It's like.
How's that lycanthropy going as well?
Come on. Add them in. Keep adding them on.
Just have enough of them so that they cancel each other out.
So as you kind of grip it and go to attune to it, you feel what feels like thorns stab into your hand. You take 5 points of piercing damage.
That's to be expected. That's
Okay.
Never had any
And
experience with magical
although it stabs into your hand, no blood runs off it. As you kind of look at your hand, most of the holes are still there, or like the red dots are still there, but the red on the handle seems brighter. And I will send you over the stuff.
Dope. As for you, Ulysses, although the sword in itself is a precious piece of magical wonderment, more importantly, the jewel on the hilt is you'll probably find the most interesting. It will allow you to rejuvenate. But considering your own talents, perhaps it might be befitting of somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll kind of pull out my great sword and then hold the long sword and be like, no, I like the big one. Put that back and then kind of hold it towards Owain. So that might keep you going a bit longer. But I dare say you being up is more vital than me.
What is it you're giving me? Sorry, a sword?
Yeah.
It's
With an emerald.
a long sword, a +1 long sword, and it's got a gem that gives you, what was it, 1d10?
Stone of Rejuvenation, which gives you 1d10 hit points back every round.
Every round.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only got a certain number of charges, but yeah.
So there is the possibility that it just breaks in completely, but yeah.
Well,
And you can either keep it on that sword, or if you find a weaponsmith, you would be able to transfer the stone into something else.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. I'll pocket that. Was it Stone of Rejuvenation?
Yeah. It probably won't be on D&D Beyond.
Okay. That's fine. I'll find it.
Not sponsored.
That's fine. I'll find mine.
After doing that for 20 minutes, I go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired.
How much gold was there? Oh no,
Did you get your counting going?
Fucking abacus out as well. Glasses, quill.
Steam coming off the head.
Even if like if it's enough that as you're counting it you're getting bored.
Just make a intelligence check for me.
Come on, big brain time, baby.
Straight intelligence.
Yep.
21.
21.
Damn.
Looking at it, 1,230 gold and 50 platinum.
50 platinum.
Damn.
1,231 gold.
Huh?
1,230
gold.
gold.
Plus
Yeah.
another 500 gold in platinum.
Platinum.
Yeah. Like,
2 quid.
literally, Quinn, like, after you guys go, oh, could you also look at that? He looks at it for like maybe a few seconds and goes, yeah, it's that much.
Does he have like a little visor on? Collars on down.
It's about this much gold. I hadn't counted the cost. It's a size. I'll add it to the kitty.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
wouldn't mind.
Your kitty is getting pretty heavy.
Yeah, so I dare say it would be. Like, how much gold could we reasonably carry on our person without it being too much of an encumbrance?
Bag of holding.
Actually, no, I do.
Yeah, he's got a.
I have a bag of
Ulysses
holding.
has a bag of
Yeah,
holding.
chuck it all in there.
Do you wish to have the kitty as well?
How much is the kitty?
Only just shy of 1,000 gold at the moment.
So if we say, what is it, 2230 gold.
Yeah, plus 50 plat.
Stunning.
Fine. I mean,
I'm just
I'm
gonna
going
add
to less by everybody
I'm going
else.
to add my 24 gold to the kitty because
I just hand you this really heavy, small chest, like a coffer, and it's just gleaming with gold. There you go, pop that in the bag. That's all our money.
I'll pop it open and just pour the gold out.
Gwyn does wince a little bit, like just this money just.
And then
leaving.
close the chest back and hands you the empty little
Actually,
chest.
I'll keep maybe like 50 gold out of that.
Open the bag of holding, put my hand in, 50 gold. There you go.
How much
Do
did
I
you
have
say there
some?
was?
So now it's 2754 total.
There's some less, but
Oh, how much say 50?
919 gold in total. Well, and then I less 50.
So
Sorry.
minus 75, minus 15, we'll take it down.
Yeah, it weighed like a good couple of £100.
Put them back.
Yeah. I ain't fucking with that.
Fuck with it. And I'll just keep 50 G's to have my own pocket money.
Perfect.
So yeah, so you've got the bulk of it on you. You can
Ulysses disappears into the night.
you
Wizard again.
can split that out if you want to, however you want.
Fine.
But
Every time.
you start to kind of you start to doze
I'm
off.
I'm off.
Yeah.
I'll do first watch.
Yep. Do first watch. You're heading to sleep. Anything from you?
Just a quick prayer while it's raining. Feeling pretty good. Kind of praying for a bit of thunder. But beyond that, trying to get a bit of kit.
Yep.
Although I would stay awake for a while, just watching the aristocrat.
Oh, he. For the most part, because you guys have kind of been doing your own thing, you've been identifying items. He's just been like watching. Oh, hey,
Good evening.
you okay? There's a big fight back there.
I know. I
Yes.
was in it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I wasn't.
No, I know. I heard you snivelling under.
Yes, it's more combat than I thought I was going to experience on this little trip of ours.
If I may, why have so many guards?
Oh, you know,
Show of force. You're trying to make a big impression in front of the king.
a little bit of that, but then also, you know, I'm kind of important, and the Crimson
Do
Legion.
you consider yourself important, or you're told you're important by other people?
Well, people don't really like me. I have to make a lot of choices that, you know, can affect their taxes and things like that. So, but you know,
That sounds really boring. I'll be
yes,
honest.
there's a lot of fun to be had with numbers.
With all due respect,
That brings you back.
I don't believe you. But that's fine. You should get some sleep.
I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
Could I have a bedroll or something?
I have mine.
Oh, obviously I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't have yours, so I just sleep on the floor in the wet mud.
I mean, Ulrick doesn't need his.
No.
It's
How
just-
to desecrate a corpse?
Yeah. Perhaps.
Fair play.
How far off the road did we manage to get the carts?
Probably about like 40 feet away. Like you can still quite easily see it.
I'm gonna head over to where the cart is and climb in. Right, come on.
Oh, yeah. Getting in the cart.
I am.
Oh, okay.
If you want to sleep in here in the dry, you're welcome to.
Oh,
If you try anything, I'll slit your throat.
can
Simple
I
enough?
just sleep next to the bookish one? He's not quite threatened me with too much violence so far, and I feel a little bit safer
Look,
with
if
him.
if you don't try anything, you'll be fine. Why are you so afraid?
You could just say, don't do anything. And I probably wouldn't have done anything, but that the threat to violence as well is
Well, no,
kind
just
of...
making it very clear what the consequences are of you fucking around, because then you find out.
Oh, it's okay. I've just, you've murdered my entire troop and I'm tied up, so you don't have...
You say
You're
murder.
very
You
scary.
folks attacked us. All we were doing was watching, and you attacked us.
That's kind of creepy, don't you think?
Is creepy a reason for murder?
I mean,
Creepy ain't a crime.
well, it depends on which region you're in.
Well,
There's some southern regions that have very strict laws about, brother and sister relations.
that's not the kind of creep we're talking about, is it?
Creepy.
Hey,
I thought you were
it's-
supposed to be smart.
I mean, smart doesn't mean you know everything.
He's into finance, so
Yeah, he's one of those hedge fund bros.
Well,
Yeah.
let's just get to
murders and executions.
let's get to sleep then. Hey, I don't touch you. You don't touch me.
I have no intention of touching you.
Touching.
Why do you have to make it weird?
I meant with like a blade.
Sure you did.
Yeah, well, let's
Sleepy
get,
time.
the sooner you get to sleep, the sooner I can get some sleep. So maybe shut up and lie down. And go now.
Yep. Okay, and so with that, if I could get you to roll a perception check for me.
Already there, my sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 23.
23.
Yeah, 23.
In your immediate vicinity, there isn't too much around you. You can see like there is some animal activity just in
Kids.
general.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, where?
Nothing.
The cough.
That's what it sounded like.
You just kind of take in the surroundings. You do, however, as you're kind of like looking up, you can see that there is a little bit of light kind of breaking through, and you can see the moon. And you just kind of look at it for a little bit, and you just feel like a oomph inside of you, just like a lurch. But it's not a full moon, and you kind of but otherwise, you just kind of take in the vicinity of your friends, all of them rather battered. But yeah, no immediate threats.
Dankeschön.
Yeah. Okay, you'll go to sleep. Relatively uneventful evening. For most of you, it's a very deep sleep, very sore, very bloody, very injured. Owain, as you're waking up, you've kind of been a little bit out of it since being revived, and
Dying will do that. Actually, just out of curiosity, when you've had Revivify performed on you, do you know that?
I don't think you know explicitly what was cast on you. You're just dead, and then you're not.
But
Okay.
maybe he can put two and two together and know that the passage of time, like we were still on the battlefield, right? So
Yeah.
maybe he knows it was at least quite quick.
No, it seems more likely Sene bought
Fucking
that
hell.
There we go.
There is one thing I forgot to add. I would spend a bit of time before sleeping flipping through Owain's journal.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
fucking yes.
Two things. First of all, Owain, at a brief glance through your book, is there anything in particular that Ulysses would see?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Owen.
there's nothing inherently like
Weird.
creepy
Oh, yeah.
or incriminating. It's just a bit strange that an elf in his 50s would have a notebook with a goddess's name scrawled all across it, and then like vague battle notes. Maybe he's drawn up like a preferred like weapon, but it does seem like every other word in the book is saying it.
Okay.
Not creepy, but not sweet.
I
Just a
mean,
bit sad.
Whatever you say, bro.
Yeah.
Not creepy. What the fuck? I'm deeply unsettled fucking through these pages.
And as you're starting to rouse from your sleep, you do feel a presence reach into your mind.
Here we go.
A warm kind of feminine presence.
There we go.
As you hear inside your mind,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Owen, I just want you to know that I'm still thinking about you. I can still smell your scent, and I miss it every day. I hope you're doing well. Love you. You have the capacity to respond to the message if you would like to.
Hey.
25 or less.
Shut up, lady. Hang on, I'm trying to find her name.
I believe it was Edith.
Yeah.
Edith's Mouldy
Edith,
Hole.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where is she messaging from her mouldy hole right now?
Oh.
That's her focus. That's her arcane focus.
That's not right.
Not so much respond, just wake up in a cold sweat.
And you do. You wake up a little bit damp as it was raining through the night. It's still drizzling a little bit, but it's not as
That's
heavy as it
right.
was the night before.
Sorry. Once I wake up, I go to reach for my book, and that's when I notice it's not there.
Yep.
You said Silas and Ulysses giggling from the car.
Oh, Silas is involved now?
No, I'd read it. It would be a
Guys, it's weird.
before I go to sleep, it would be a brief flick through, closing it, and being like, how do I fix him? And then stowing it away under my chainmail, safe.
Buried deep away.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna, once I'm awake, I'm gonna, what's the word? Scurry around looking for it, because I think I could just assume it had been left at the old spot.
Yeah. Make an investigation check if you want.
Who disturbs Quinn?
14.
14. Kind of going around the general campsite. Other than your compatriots, Durgob and Ulrick, and obviously spotting Ulysses and Silas in the wagon, you can't find it anywhere.
Okay, I'll, remembering, yeah, I guess I was nearest to Ulysses when I fell. I'm just going to ask him and try and be subtle about it and just say,
I'm sleeping at this point.
when I fell in yesterday's battle, did I drop anything? If you noticed, I think you were there when
I'm just going to roll to see if I wake up.
So as he's speaking, Silas, who's like kind of looking directly up, hey, Ulysses, I'm not going to touch you. But there's one of your friends wants to talk to you. I didn't do this.
Serious Miss Doubtfire
Slowly kind of rise, rub the kind of what little sleep's beginning to form from my eyes and be like, sorry, Owen, what have you lost?
My tome of spells. There's spells in the book, and there's also drawings, battle strategies of.
I'm just gonna roll to see whether I would determine if, like, to my mind, that is absolutely not a spell book.
Yeah, I mean, you have a background in religion, so you can make it as a religion check if you would rather.
Yeah,
because
I'm just going to
it's
see
a
if I can put, like, I'm not dumb by any means, but
No.
what I've found, to me, in no way looks like a spell book. It's not what I would assume you're talking about.
Yeah, it'd be like a DC 5.
Yeah, it's 11 plus 4, so 15.
Yeah, like you have worked with clerics before,
Yeah.
and their books don't normally look like this.
So, as far as I'm aware, that's not the same thing. So
You may have had a fling with someone who had a similar style book when you were just kind of perusing their room.
yeah,
Yeah.
but this isn't a spell book. This isn't a strategy. Sorry, friend. I haven't seen your book. I haven't seen that book.
Sort of looks back and was just like, how.
I found the big gem, and then we had the smaller gem, so we used that to bring you back because the big one was very.
You brought me back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, of course I did. Who else would bring you back in the middle of a battle?
Yeah. No, that's a good point, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it was
What did you think happened?
Well, you know how religious person to religious person. Sometimes, we say our prayers and try and do the right thing. And
No, but you pay for. It requires material to make an offering to that. But they don't do it out of the goodness of their heart. You need to sacrifice something of value to bring back something of value. There's equal, what's the equivalent exchange? It's
Hey, you see, I'm very, very, very aware of that. So I just, sometimes it's just nice to
imagine.
Believe, yeah.
If that's another word you could use.
Yeah. Thanks for doing that.
Of course.
A good play in the final. What could have been very disastrous, and
Well, certainly.
I mean to downplay my gratitude. Just, not ideal in how it turned out.
So, no. But I know you did your utmost to protect our big green friend. Sadly, it didn't.
How is he?
He hasn't come back yet. Oh, sorry. I don't.
Still at the site because we should go.
No, we have
Get
his.
and see
we
if
have
there's
his-
anything on the floor.
We have his corpse.
And that's
should.
the only thing we brought back from.
Oh no! Like we have the carts. We have all the gold. We got some potions. In fact, there's probably a one you should hold on. I saw a couple of pretty big, what I assume are healing potions.
Quinn says they can come in quite handy. Yes.
Yeah.
If only I had because I think I had that written down in that strategy book of mine.
How many books do you
Come
have?
in handy to remember.
How many books do you carry?
Just the one.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. It's fine. I have a lot of the stuff memorized, so it's good to have a hard copy.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard you.
Crusty page copy.
I've heard you discuss Saining in detail.
Yeah, there was stuff in there I was looking to sort of take
Yeah,
some scholars and see if I could get it published.
I mean, I imagine
Diary of a Syndicate.
the
Fucking hell.
Or Bloomberg.
I would imagine someone may have interest in publishing the scribblings of a religious fanatic. I mean, no offence, of course. I would also consider myself religious. Yes. I'll let you know if I find anything of note.
Thank you. Yes, it doesn't sit well with me, but I guess we shouldn't go back. Do you think I could go? Do you think there's time to go back?
I wouldn't. There's before shortly before we left, something that I've encountered before came back to that area, and it would not suit us well to go there unprepared.
Is it the type of thing that can has the capacity to maybe read, or if an interesting looking book was
It
on
may
the floor, it might pick it up and
skewer said book, and
as in skewer the meaning of what's
no,
been
like
written
physically pierce the book with a spike of some sort, and then destroy it. But I don't think it targets books. I think it targets individuals. So I wouldn't be. It's not there. I'm sure I would have picked it up. It's not. Have you checked your bag? Maybe give your bag another check and get some sleep.
Well, yeah, I only checked my robe and I had the most. Do you remember that rather words failing me at the moment? Keen shopkeep we visited.
Oh, the old lady,
Mm.
Edith, old Edith, and
Yes.
her whimsical shop of mold.
I don't know how, but well, maybe she was on my mind and made her work through dreams.
Why? Hear me out. This is I'm not learned of the ways of saying, but perhaps she is acting as a vessel for your devotion.
Oh no, really?
Oh
No.
Again, I'm in no way an authority on the way that particular sect behaves and works. Not my expertise by any means, but I know that you think of your the is it the Moonweaver? You think of her frequently, and perhaps she's answering those prayers through a mortal vessel.
Mysterious ways.
I'm going to swing my hammer, take my mind off of things.
Sure. Okay, whatever works, man. But try and get some sleep. You're in a bad way, and we need you 100% for what's coming.
Yeah, no, and kind of gives Ulysses like a very unsure pat on the shoulder before walking away, looking very bemused, hands on hips.
Well, with that, you all get your long rest. Durgal. No. Ulrick.
I'm Ulrick.
Too many orcs. Too many orcs. Too many orcs.
Too many orcs. Too many.
You find yourself once again swimming in what seems to be just a sea of darkness. But there is almost like two strings that appear to be attaching you to the faintest bit of light. And you can sense the presence of your friend, Durgob. And as you kind of acknowledge that, you feel one of those strings sever. And that's it.
Okay.
You lot, does he normally start like thrashing around and stuff?
Oh, it typically precedes his return to this mortal coil, yes?
Alright then, well, I guess he's coming back then.
Okay, make ready, because if he's turned... he
Drunk?
No, no, not like that. If we haven't quite explained why he keeps coming back. I don't fully understand it.
Nobody knows.
No, but we know that there's a chance that at some point he may not be himself, and he may be aggressive. More aggressive.
I mean, I'd be aggressive if I was dead, and then I'm not.
Yeah, but
I'm sure of that.
but to an extent, he still remembers that we're his friends. There may be a point when he's no longer in control of himself, and if that happens, then we don't know. If you're here, I would trust that you would have the capability to put him down.
Oh, I could certainly try. Yeah, well, I'm sure I could handle that, I guess. He just seems to be convulsing a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe you want to hold him down? Are we all awake?
Ulrick,
Oh,
could you roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier for me?
Charisma, good luck for that.
Looking for a 20.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
What's happening? Pretty close, but no cigar. 17.
17. As you and Durgob are discussing this, Ulrick actually sits up. He
I'll draw my sword and be like, "Hello, friend."
kind of shakes his head a little bit, kind of pushes himself off the ground and stands up.
My sword at ready, not aggressively, but just have it in hand.
Don't like this.
Can I get you to roll a
Oh no.
d6 for me?
Oh
no.
no.
Just start holding the sword above his heart every time he wakes up now. Just
It's a 3.
As you kind of take a bit of a defensive stance, Owain, whereabouts are you currently?
I'm just out by the camp still. Actually, probably just tidying up.
Yep. So, all you hear is the sound of thumping footsteps. I would like you, Ulrick, to make... How many attacks do you have? Can I get you to make 2 reckless attacks?
2 attacks per action.
Actually, you don't need to, because this is technically a surprise round. 2 attacks with advantage against Owain.
Oh, shit.
oh, okay. So
I'm sorry.
Roger?
Yeah, you're in your rage.
Raged as well. Does a 20 and a 19 hit?
They both hit.
are you not attacking with advantage?
Yeah, that was the advantage, so the first attack.
Yeah.
Shit.
So only 1%, so it's a 20 hit.
Does a 20 hit? Under the... Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Owain, as you're kind of... You can hear them having a discussion, but you're still quite deep in the thought of, where's my book? And as you're kind of tidying up a little bit, you feel... What is it you use? A battle axe?
A battle axe, yeah.
You feel 2 hard and sharp slices go across your back as you're brought down to one knee, as you
Christ.
as you turn around and you can see Durgob. No, fuck. Ulrick. I hate his name. Ulrick, even more emaciated and pale than he was before, though his eyes are jet black, and there seems to be someone kind of like pressing on his skin. You can see like a hand trying to push along the inside of his skin.
No, thanks.
If you could roll damage for...
So 2 attacks.
Yep.
I'm raging.
Yep.
Sorry. First hit is an 18 damage.
Fucking hell.
Jesus.
Way to wake up in the morning after a long rest.
I feel so relaxed and rejuvenated. Slice.
Second hit is a 17.
Nearly
17.
Points of damage, is it?
Yeah, points of damage.
35
So
damage.
18 and 17.
Wait, have I added that right? Yeah, I got a 10 plus 5 and 3, 18. And yeah, a 9 plus another 8.
Yeah.
You guys just see Ulrick have these kind of like movements under his skin as he just like fully books it straight towards Owain and just starts carving into him. Durgob,
Oi. You not
Shit,
pissing
it's happening.
You
It's
push him
happening.
off
It's
or
happening.
something?
It's happening.
That's the thing.
I will-
That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to-
Let's go redo something then, I guess.
Just try and risk the green or something.
We're rolling initiative.
it depends on how you want to go about this, because it can either
Owen
be
wants to
a
go and grab. Sorry.
it
Owen
can-
wants to go and grab his hammer and yells at Ulric that he's going to send him back to one of the hells he has come from.
Oh, we should intervene because I mean it's going to be a naughty boy.
my instinct is to shoulder check Ulric off
Check.
of.
Okay, well we'll roll initiative anyway.
Yeah.
So all of you go ahead.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a shit.
12.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
Yep, you two, Owen.
I got
Well done, Tim.
It tracks the.
First thing you've done all night.
Wake up, like, hey guys, killing you now. See you later.
Hi.
I said it couldn't be easy. But you kept coming back, so you know it's got to get worse for you, mate.
It's true.
the judge knows.
It's got to get worse before it gets deader.
Okay, so 25 to 20. Oh, I got to roll for. Oh, dang. So nobody 25 to 20, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Well.
15 to 20?
Yes, 19.
Great.
Oh,
How many hit points have you got, Owen?
It's alright, I'm not at half yet. So,
Okay. Good.
10 to 15?
12.
14.
13.
Okay, so Quinn, Owain, and Ulysses, and Sabine pulling up the rear.
7.
Oh, actually, do you know what?
Really fucked it.
This is how the noble.
Get him involved.
That's
Get him involved.
Silas.
Bring him in.
Silas.
Did he get higher than a 7?
You got a 15.
Fucking piece of shit.
You're woozy from the being asleep.
Yeah. I'm very tired. Very tired.
Okay, so actually,
Pouring a coffee.
Am I.
Oh shit.
What am I doing?
It hasn't brewed yet.
what do you mean?
Oh, it's
Am I
happening.
tracking my own hit points or you got a thing?
Nope, that's all you.
That's all me.
Currently, this is pseudo PvP,
Okay.
but I will just put it out there that it doesn't have to be battle to the death. So, at which point, so Durgob.
So, what am I doing? Am I
Stop him!
stop him? Oh, I could do that.
And he runs over, and he's going to attempt to grapple you. So that is a strength athletics check, opposed. That's an 18.
Oh, way higher than that. 24.
24. So that's his attack action as he tries to leap onto the back of you and just,
Alright, calm down, mate. He's probably a prick, but fuck it, let it go.
but you just like smash him, like throw him off of you, and he kind of like rolls backwards with his great sword, great axe out. It's going to go into Rajay. And he's just going to remain. He's just going to remain directly behind you.
Okay.
Cool. Ulrick.
Read the roll again.
No. Roll a d6 again.
1.
As you kind of throw Durgob off of you, you lock eyes with Ulysses and kind of push off of the ground, and there's almost like an impact in the dirt as you push off and start running towards Ulysses. Owain, it is up to you if you would like to take attack of opportunity on Ulrick.
Of course he's going to.
Yeah, I can only do it with my fists because I leant my hammer up against the wagon, so I'd have to move. But I'll take this opportunity to attack.
Sure.
Is it with advantage, or is it just normal roll?
The first roll he already had advantage, so you do not have it at the moment. But
I haven't been reckless yet.
So 13.
Does that hit?
No, it does not.
So you go to swing, but just the sheer speed of which you are usually, you see him often travelling at this kind of speed at your enemies. It's weird to be trying to hit him whilst he's doing this, and you just kind of unfortunately hit nothing but air. How do you attack Ulysses?
Enjoy this role play.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Well, I'll just carry on with my old tried and tested method of hitting you multiple times, the large thing. Sorry, you'll be fine. You're a big boy.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
You got high AC, so I'm gonna be reckless now and attack you. Oh good lord. That's a 29 to hit.
I think that'll just about do it, yeah.
Crikey,
Crikey, gaff that! Right, that's the first hit. I'll do the damage now. Why is this happening now?
No, go for it.
So that's 9 plus 8, 17 points of damage. First hit. I assume I hit you for the 28.
Should just, yeah.
Skinny tea.
And that's 15.
15 damage.
15 damage.
Okay.
Am I saying anything when I'm doing this, or am I just...
Nope.
Just completely black.
Yep.
Eyes.
Yep.
Hands.
Inside
doing
his
reverse
inside his
groping.
skin, reverse groping, kind of very, very like almost like he's been dead for quite some time at this point now. Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Aiming for an 18.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, he's within range of me, so you get a bonus to that.
Are you still considering an ally though?
He's not an ally.
Yeah, only applies to
He
allies.
isn't. Let's just say, Ulrick isn't here right now.
Ulrick can't cast the phone right now. Please leave a message.
Hey! Whoa! Ow!
Whoa! Player to be
real.
player violence. Come on
How did
now.
that even go?
Hit him.
Let's just hit. Okay.
No, smack him.
No.
Just beat
Smack him round the time.
I'm so sorry, dude.
Role playing, dude. Like,
Just hit him.
13.
13.
Sorry.
It's fine. Let's break both my fingers.
Oh, you're thinking now. Sorry.
Nothing changes. Quinn.
Quinn,
Yep.
how close am I?
I'd say you're all within about 20 feet of each
Good.
other.
Second question, how do you deal with full damage?
1d6 per 10 feet. I think that's the traditional ruling of it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I know. Quinn would be. We're going to start on the benign. I'm just going to cast Sleep at 5th level.
Okay.
As if I can not hit anyone else, if I can get it so it's just the circle just tickles Ulrick in the radius.
Make an Arcana check. I'll say a DC of 5th level, but the actual spell itself is second level. Oh, then let's call it 10.
I'm up. Okay. Well, I have +9 to Arcana, so
Can still get in that one.
it's not. It's 18.
There you go.
Can I swindle that in a way that it would just hit Ulrick then?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just going to cast it on Beyond because I'm not rolling 8 plus 5, D, however many it is.
So you have to take their hit points, don't you?
Yes.
Yep.
So I'll do it from there. I might have to actually do it manually because D&D buildings don't have to be.
What do you need? Do you need extra?
It is many. So it's 5d8 to start with.
So what? So how much is he aiming for?
Hang on.
108.
So you're aiming for 108.
Ah, shit! This might be impossible.
Wait, how many D8 is it in total?
2, 4, 6, 8. 8 plus 5. 13 d8.
13 D8.
you can hit a max of 104.
And what's his HP?
108.
Oh,
So you.
would I know that before casting it, Daddy DM? I have another plan that I can do instead. Sorry.
I'd say technically at this point it is like
13, right?
There's-
13.
Yeah.
there's like 5 of you against one.
Well, I'll do my other plan then. I can do my other plan. I'm going to run over, touch him, and dimension door 300 foot up in the air.
That's fun.
It caps, right? You cap full damage before I go 300 foot up in the air. Then maybe like 100 foot up in the air.
hey, look, you know, if you're smart enough to figure out how much overall damage your sleep spell can do, you're.
Yeah, so I don't want to annihilate the body.
Yep.
I want to knock him out with full damage.
Okay.
I have a plan for me, so I want to worry about me.
Okay. So you cast.
Boop. And we go up.
It's got to be a willing creature, isn't it?
Oh, you're right. Shit.
Hey, this is where
Now
know the
Quinn's
rules
in
comes
half,
in.
Oh, baby.
Fuck.
I don't know if you can still make them.
No, I don't think. I think
If
you're
there's
right.
like a DC or
I mean,
something.
if I was like grappling him, then maybe. But no, I think you're
The
right.
other day of the episode I was watching, and no, they can't.
Oh, there you go.
If they're not willing, they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good effort.
Both of my plans have been
So-
scuppered.
that's 2 spells that you try to use.
Fine, fuck it.
Which one do you want to burn?
Neither. Either. Well, Dimension Door's a lower level, so yeah, Dimension Door it is.
Okay,
That
so
means
You
disappear.
jump up in the air.
Oh, that's fine.
So we.
Well, we'll say that you run up and you go to place your. Well, I don't know if you place both of your hands on. You touch him. The gate opens,
Yeah.
and as you kind of try to will him
Yeah.
towards the door,
Fine.
that it's like an immovable object and you're like, nope.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to move away from him.
Yeah,
And that will be my turn. I'm going for a wee.
It is up to you if you want to do
Remember
an
what I said to
opportunity
Ulrick
attack.
about 50 sessions ago?
Oh.
Remember who your friends are, and I saved you, and I love you, and all that kind of stuff? Oh, my bad.
That's right.
Opportunity attack, you said.
Yep.
But
It's there if you want it.
my own choice. No.
Well, if you were trying to kill everybody around you, what would you do?
I would attack.
There you go.
Yes, I would attack opportunity.
Roll to attack.
I'm sorry.
This.
Hit me?
Yep. As you run away. This is a straight roll because you can't do reckless on an opportunity attack. I don't believe.
You're going to hit me. My AC is like 11. Don't kill me, though. It's not a 20, is it? Is it 12? Don't kill Quinn now, bro. That's naughty. What's this doing here? It's just to make me feel shit.
That's the dice I could have rolled that wouldn't have killed you.
Well, my AC's 11, bro, so...
So, roll your damage, including your brutal critical.
I do not. Wait, do I have that?
I mean, this is definitely... Ooh, this could be a KA.
That's a whole lot of cabbage.
I can go for one hit, I should be okay. Leave man's tidy up.
Are you going through the dimension, or has he hit you?
No, I'm not going up into the air.
I was going to say, because
So that would be because I think you only get one. So I think that's
you can roll one
technically
additional weapon damage die when determining the damage for a critical hit.
Yeah. So you double one, you add the other, and then you add whatever modifiers you've got.
Okay.
That's fine, I can take it. It's fine. You can't.
Yeah.
You definitely can't kill me outright, which is the main thing I'm worried about.
Okay. Cool. So that's 12 plus 8. So that's 20 to begin with, and that's the double damage, and then another one, which is just 8. So 28 plus damage.
That's nothing, mate.
Sorry.
So as you try to bink him, and start backing away, just kind of almost like still making eye contact with Ulysses, the arm just kind of like rotates backwards, like turning in the socket to slash you up your back, kind of carving a nice deep wound into you, and rotates back round again.
That's not. My choice should do that.
Right, next up, Owain.
I'm going to just quickly rush over to my Warhammer that was propped up against the wagon, and then just run up behind Ulrick and just try and whack him in the back of the legs.
Sure. So you run up, roll to attack with advantage because he went reckless last time.
23.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
I'm going two-handed, so it's D10 bludgeoning.
So that's 5.
Yep. So 10 reduced to 5.
Cool.
As you bring it down into the center of his, or into the back of his thick, meaty calves.
And I'll just go for another one using my War Priest action.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Bring it on, bitch.
Once again with advantage.
19.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Just 4 this time.
So 4 reduced to 2.
Cool.
As you're hitting him, and as you're hitting him, you do hear the impact, and it's leaving like a mark, but there is just no reaction to what is happening.
I'm getting pissed.
Okay, Ulysses.
Do I also have advantage because you attack recklessly?
Yep, everybody has advantage.
First of 2 attacks.
Sacrifice.
Bring out the great sword and give it a little flourish and sink. That's a natural 20.
Ooh, baby, it's natural 27.
Okay, so
Right, nice you
with this is the first attack. So this is I might need to roll some dice for this. So first thing I'm going to do is pump a Divine Smite into it at 3rd level.
Yep.
Which would give me, I believe, 5d8. So it's 2d8 regular, an extra 1d8 because he's undead, and an additional 2 because I'm doing 3rd level. And then it's 2d6 for the slash. And then I'm going to add one of my spells on top of that, which is going to be Blinding Smite, which is another 3d8.
Cool.
Can I borrow
I'm out of D8s.
3d8s?
There's a 1.
Need more
And a
D8s.
2. And a 3.
There you go there.
That's fine. Okay, so to begin with, let's roll the dice.
Yep.
So that is 6 and 1. Okay.
He's fucked off. He's had enough.
Okay, so let's add this up. So that is 7 slashing damage. It's 10, 17,
Oh.
18 radiant damage, and then 18 radiant damage, another 18 radiant damage. So let's add all this up. So
Big,
6
big boy hair.
plus 1 plus 7 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2.
Oh, wash my hands.
So it's 43, that just doubled because of the crit.
But remains
But
43.
43 plus 5, so 48. Oh, sorry, no, could it be 43 plus 5? So it'd be plus 2, right? Because the plus 5 will be halved as well.
No. Because that's just part of it. That's just part of your attack modifier.
Yeah, so the total would be 43 plus 5. So it wasn't you double the dice. You don't do the modifiers, right? So
Yeah.
48.
That was a lot.
Yeah, so it'll be 48 damage on the first hit.
Yep.
That's my 2 3rd level spells done.
And there's a saving throw as well.
Oh yeah, there is absolutely. Yeah, Constitution save.
Cool.
21.
21.
22 actually. 23.
22.
I can't count.
So you are So as it hits, there's like a force of like divine light that kind of pierces you, but also there's like a blinding flash from where the impact is, and you kind of reel, but it doesn't blind you.
Yeah. So all of you kind of have to like shield your eyes as like Ulysses' weapon like glows with a holy light that like smashes into it. It's almost like the same level of impact and the same sound as like a smith's hammer hitting an anvil. It's that same sound that like sends out a wave of light in the vicinity, and there's like almost like a burn mark on Ulrick. And the like hands and whatnot kind of beneath the skins kind of like slide away from where the impact happened.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Second attack.
Oh baby.
Is,
Oh, why?
that's a 20 unnatural to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. So same again. So 2d6. That's 10 plus 5, 15. And then I'll do another Divine Smite. So that's 3d8 plus another 1 for the 2nd level. So that's 2, 5, 8 plus 7 is another 15. And then I'll pump.
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
Pump.
Go kill him.
So I'm coming
Go.
Searing Smite into that as well, which is 5 fire damage. So that's, what's that, 10, 15, is that 15? 5, yeah, 15, and then another 5, so it's 30 damage for the second one, reduced to 15.
Cool.
So 2 massive hits
Big hits.
into Ulrick, but after the light kind of fades back down and you go in for another hit, you are cutting into him, but there is...
That's that one, right?
No, I had that one as well, baby.
Did I give it to
That's alright.
You're cutting into him, but there is no blood. It's just opening up the skin. You can see like kind of slightly darkened muscle.
And I'll kind of like pull my sword back and just shout, like, snap out of it, you fucking idiot.
Okay.
Doing the horses.
It is Silas. Silas kind of steps out of the wagon. Hey, what's... No! Just goes back inside.
Nope.
Kind of fetal position. Okay, Sabine.
Seeing shit go down.
Can I get a con save as well, sorry?
26.
Never mind.
Seeing shit going down and not having her crossbow on her, she's going to weapon bond summon her dagger of venom into her hands. That's an action. I'm going to use action surge to get another action. So she's going to summon it, just start sprinting at you.
Also got your blood rock blade as well.
Oh, sorry, it's a bonus action to summon it on weapon bond. So a bonus action to summon it. Action if she's running to trigger the poison on it, and then second wind action, just fucking stab him.
How many charges has that got in it, or is it just
1 per day? The
1 per day?
yeah. So just like run at you, summon, go to stab you with it. So let's do it. So I'm
With
guessing
advantage.
with advantage.
Reckless.
Yeah. It's a natural 20. And a 17. Plus 9, so it's 29 total.
That hits, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Overkill! So it's 1d4 plus 5, initially just the dagger. 3, so that's 8 points of damage.
Was it? And then reduced to 4.
Yep. And then it will be the poison damage. So go get a constitution saving throw, please.
I'm immune to poison damage.
Who doesn't know that?
What is that?
That's a great question. What is that?
Custom. You added that at some point.
What is that from?
And then again, up here. At some point you become immune to poison damage.
It's fine.
I don't know.
Maybe being undead makes you immune?
So immune to poison.
I vaguely remember something.
I mean, I think that's technically correct, but for other undead creatures, they can't take poison damage.
That'll be it.
That might be it.
Creatures.
Sabine wouldn't know, so she still
Yes.
fired it off and
Yeah.
tried to stab you with poison, thinking, oh, this will bring him down. Maybe not. Okay, so we'll ignore that then.
But you get your sneak attack.
Oh, I'll get the sneak attack, yeah, so that'll be... Oh, 46. 15, obviously reduced to half, right?
Yeah, so reduced to like 7.
Yeah, so another 7 points. So
What's that, sorry?
Already half, I think.
yeah,
7.
so it was 4 plus 7 total, so 11. And obviously stabs you with it, poison goes in, and she's like, fucking and you're just there. So
Yeah, so
Shit.
you inject the poison, but it just immediately kind of like just starts trickling back out of the wound that you've left on him.
shit.
There's no blood flow to carry it.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Okay,
That's it.
back to the top. Durgob. He's going to try and restrain you.
Pop him in here.
Bop it. Flick it.
He just thinks his mate's having a
Fuck
temper
it.
tantrum.
Oh, good lord.
Wow.
Very sorry.
Yeah.
Have a long rest straight away after it. Except we can't.
Let's have another nap.
So he rolled a lot better that time. 26.
Alright, okay, there we go. Wait, don't tell me the answer. What was the number you rolled?
It's low, 26.
Cool.
Just very briefly, it was a natural 20 on my attack with the dagger, so technically what I just did was 11 points damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been hard.
But that was 11 half. That was down to 11 it was half, so it would have been 22. Because it was double weight.
It just took 7 damage.
Because it's doubled,
So basically
you
just
don't half it.
It writes it off.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
Sorry. That's alright.
Brain.
So I've been grappled.
Yeah, so Durgob, like, right, come here, you fuck! Jumps onto the back of you and just like proper like grabs either sides of his rather large arms and starts squeezing as hard as he can. Like, fucking just stop fucking about, you bastard! Yep. Cool.
Chris?
Roll another d6 for me.
Oh, okay, so no Chris for this time.
It's at the end of your turn.
Oh, I see. So number 4.
Just need to...
Is the noble gonna get it? Silas just gets fucking wrecked.
Well, so much for that.
Okay.
Thank God we kept him, right? Yeah, shit.
So,
Pincushion.
your head kind of turns almost like starting to like snap your neck a little bit as you look at Quinn, but as you start to move towards him, Durgob digs his feet into the ground and slides a little bit. It's like, oh fuck, no you don't! So you have to make your attacks against Durgob or Ulysses, as they are both within 5 feet of you.
I would be also.
Yeah.
Roll a d4. 1, 2, 3, 4, you roll again.
I think I'm actually in that as well.
Okay.
I didn't roll that.
1, 2,
I'm behind him.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, Durgob's 4.
Alright.
2.
Quit. Sabine.
Pro quo.
So after Sabine like jumped, lunged, and jammed her daggers into your back, looking at Quinn, not being able to move towards him,
Fuck the dog
you just swing around, and luckily Ulysses and Owe managed to duck as you swing.
It's like a fucking total White House.
Do I get to be reckless?
His head goes like that.
Spin around.
So grappled only affects your movement speed.
Okay.
Shit.
25.
Oh yeah, no, that hits. Yeah.
Well, because I don't have my great axe anymore. It's the D12. This is just D10.
Look at only.
8 points of damage
Okay,
for the first hit.
I'll take that.
With all your modifiers and stuff.
That can't be right. Sorry, because I have 8 on my modifiers. I just fucked that up. So
Tally up in the mall. That's if I take it.
11.
11, yeah, I'll take that one.
Dirty 20. Sorry, no, 21.
Yeah, that hits. Yes.
18 points of damage.
I'll uncanny dodge that. So 9.
No.
So you get 2 hits. Cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Fucking Ulrick, piss off! Twat.
I'm trying to help you.
I'm not trying to rob you.
Alright.
I'm trying.
As you end your turn,
Yes.
Durgob just says into your ear,
What would Shell want you to do? Come on, fucking snap out of it!
you get to roll with advantage.
Nice.
You're aiming for 16 now.
Oh shit.
cool.
No.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
10 at most.
10. There's like a slight look of recognition on your face that because you're face to face with him, kind of sees. But you see like a hand slide up the side of his head and like push it.
That's not cool.
Some bad shit.
Juju.
He's good.
Okay, Quinn, it's your turn.
Now, having seen him get slammed by everybody,
Yep,
now I'm going to cast Sleep
go ahead.
at 5th level. And hopefully Mr. Beyond will help me out here. He says, "Oh fuck! You tell me."
Sleep don't work on undead, baby.
Yeah, for the audience, sleep spell doesn't
You
work
tell
on
me.
the undead.
Sorry, not bad.
That's fine. That's fine.
And you would know that,
Yeah, I
you
would.
would.
being an intelligent man.
Slow.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Is that an area of effect?
Yeah, but I get to pick
You get
6 creatures of my choice. Fuck it, him and Silas.
What's the distance on it?
40-foot cubes.
Yeah.
Just a bit of contingency. Just a little bit of contingency sprinkled on top.
That's what I imagine he looks like that now.
Yeah.
2 on Silas.
Okay.
So Silas, whilst carrying, is like, whoa, what?
Wisdom.
Yeah, straight roll for me.
16,
Yeah.
17 DC.
Nice. Voice slowed.
Get slowed down.
Yeah, baby.
And I increase my distance another 30 foot on top. So I'm like 40 foot away from him now.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm grappled. And
So your speed is 0,
Yeah.
and then with slow,
Minus 2 to AC and dex saves, no reactions, and you can only take 1 action or bonus action. Not bad. And you can limit 1 attack as well. Quite importantly.
Imagine.
And as long as I don't get hit, that's for the rest of the game. And I run away and hide, and that's all I do for the rest of this fight is run and hide and hide behind a tree, so I don't want to watch or die.
okay. So next up, Owain.
Interesting. Karen smashed him up.
Smashy, baby.
So far, that's everybody but Durgob is smashing the shit out of Ulrick right now because Durgob's just a little bit confused.
Yeah, Owain's been waiting a really long time for this.
You little prick. Yeah.
Some pent up aggression in that.
This is divine retribution.
Okay.
But again, just going to go for his legs. I don't know if I can specify, but yeah, I'm just going to attack him with my warhammer.
Sure.
Just gonna attack
Roll to attack
somewhere.
with advantage.
24.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll do it single-handed this time.
Why?
Keeps his shield up.
Just just to take it easy on him. Just a 7. I'm just going to take a few steps back.
So that's like 3. Yeah. So specifically, if you're attacking one-handed, that means that you keep your shield up. If you attack two-handed, you do more damage, but your AC goes down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still. Oh, I wouldn't have my shield on me at
Okay.
this point.
Okay, that's fair. It's honest.
Yeah.
Okay. So you again keep smacking into Ulrich's legs after having seen an axe just swing into Sabine just next to you. Okay, we're back to Ulysses.
More of the same, I guess. But I'll kind of look at Durgob and be like, I don't know how much of your friend's left as I try to cleave into the guy that he's holding. First attack will be a 19 plus 9, so 28 to hit.
Yeah.
I'll roll both attacks, just so. And then 18 plus 9. Both, I imagine, hit. So let's pump some spells into him.
Surely now.
So we'll do another second level Divine Smite, which will be 2 plus an extra 1, and then can I borrow 1 more D8? Thank you. So it's the first attack is 6 plus 17, 14. Sorry, that's 10 and 14, so 24. Plus 6, that's 30. Plus 5, so 35 divided by 2. Actually, no, sorry. I'm also going to add a Searing Smite, which is another d6. No, I'm going to do Thunderous Smite, which is 2d6. Cool. So that's another 10. So that was 6, 14, 10, 30, 4, so that's 40 damage reduced to 20. Second attack, 2 more. So that'll be another 6 plus.
I'm down.
You're down? Okay, so I won't add the smite to the second one. Cool. So the first one, big hit with another divine smash and a thunderous smite that sends this big like cacophonous crackle through the sky, and then a second one. I'm sorry, and a jab into this like upper shoulder area.
As the thunderous smite hits him, that kind of blows Durgob off again.
Sorry.
And as you sink your blade into Ulrich's chest, kind of his head tilts backwards so that his neck is like elongated, and you see a face look there. And just says to you in your head, "Well, this was fun, wasn't it? Well, gotta go."
And I'm just like fighting tears, just like I didn't want to do that.
And the head kind of lolls back down. You kind of like blink open your eyes and you can see everybody's like in front of you, kind of looking a little bit bloody and beaten. You feel really sore.
Oh, good day.
Yeah, you're awake. Last thing you remember, you were being pummeled.
Right.
As I've got my sword in his chest, comes to like.
I'm just pulling my dagger out.
Yeah, like, and I'll just.
Once he comes to, Owain sort of turns away and sort of just throws his arms up in the air, just like, I think, like, this is just part of life now.
That was really bad.
Chaps,
That was a really bad one.
what's going on?
So there's a lot of debrief you on.
What happened? Why am I standing up? What's... where are we?
It's gonna take a little while.
Why is there a... oh.
So you died again, right?
Right. That happens a lot, doesn't it? Fucking hell, what's wrong with my voice?
we dealt with the Crimson Legion people. You
Yeah.
remember that?
Is Durgob alright? Where is he?
He's behind
hello.
you.
How you doing?
Just kind of like slowly walks up to you and just headbutts you square in the nose.
Could have fucking see you.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, you sound like you're choking on a dick. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
he'll give Durgob a big old bulky hug and like pick him up and like shake him a bit.
Rips it in half.
Quick, what are you doing? You're like 40 feet away.
Yeah, I'm looking around the tree. Ready.
I said, oh, it's so good to see you, mate. I've missed you, and what the fuck's going on?
I don't know, your friends were like, oh, he comes back every now and again if he dies, so... It was just a bit of rough and tumble as far as I could tell. I mean, you had some shit inside of you, but never mind.
Nah, fuck that. I mean, what's going on with, like, you, and, like,
Oh,
why
we'll just
are you
look
in here?
Blood.
Well, I'll tell you what, how about, we have a little sit down talk so that your fucking friends can heal up.
Right.
How do you hang out with the book one?
Oh, he's alright. He's a bit funny at times. Keeps to himself. He's not as weird as that one.
gesturing towards Owain.
I know, he seems alright.
Just give it a few days.
Alright, well, I guess we'll sit down and we'll figure out what the fuck we're gonna do then, I suppose.
That's what we do, isn't it? You know, stuff, things.
Stuffing things, stuffing things.
And that's where we'll end that session.
Well,
Cool.
I'm glad everyone's alive.
Yeah.
Sorry
Everybody's
about
alive.
Ulysses is visibly not happy.
You're
Party is not happy. You crossed the line over.
you're not super alive, to be fair either.
Yeah, what's happened with me?
So you just go back to full hit points. You've already rolled your deduction of health, and you are at disadvantage for the kind of next couple of days. But yeah, you don't bleed. You look dead.
Great.
Like you pretty much look like a walking corpse. And yeah, you just feel a singular tie across the ocean, and it's like you're being dragged along by a lifeline, and that's the only thing stopping you from just like disappearing into the depths.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So, thank you very much for joining us with that one. As always, you've got the various places that you can find the podcast. You have the YouTube where you can go and watch the video format of this, which may actually be attributed with lovely video of our faces, possibly during lockdown.
Yeah.
Of course, there is Thinking Critically. And check us out on the socials if you need to or want to ask questions, or just hit us up. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day or your evening, whatever you're doing, and we'll see you in the next session. Bye.
Bye.